Hello again, and welcome back to another one. And today we have some ironic topics to cover, from a huge poll on this platform that attracted nearly 300,000 votes that's already crashing Twitter due to the fact that Eminem is so far ahead, and we'll be exploring more on this in a bit. We also have more links to Kendrick Lamar's new album, and it was certainly set up to get dragged by hip-hop Twitter thanks to unrealistic expectations, as according to Hits Daily Double, the first week sales are in, and this has sparked huge debate/damage control on social media. To give you some context, this went viral on Twitter roughly a month before the album dropped. Over 16,000 people agreed that Kendrick had a chance at 1 million or over first week sales on a single tweet, and this one was considered lowballing it back then. I think Kendrick will sell 500-600,000 in the first week with his new album. Over 23,000 users agreed with this, and on average, most predictions I saw were between 600,000 to 1 million. So these predictions set the stage, and all hell broke loose when this was reported a few hours ago. Kendrick Lamar's Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers to debut at #1 on the US albums chart with the biggest sales week of the year, earning 286,000 units and over 300 million streams via Hits Daily Double. Now, for those who missed it, 2 weeks before the album dropped, it was projected to move 350 to 400,000, and many dismissed these predictions and maintained over 600,000 to be more likely. First day projections came in lower at 325 to 350,000, but now that the final numbers are in, it opened the floodgates. MFers were saying it'd sell 1 million, skull emojis, and the back and forth went full throttle. Kendrick Lamar selling 286,000 first week with 4 singles, cracking the top 10 of the charts. That's a win to me, shrugs emoji. Now bear in mind, this user's already been exposed for suggesting Kendrick could outsell Drake last year, but on topic, to this a user responds, if you can't admit this is a big L after 5 years of no music, I'm not sure what to tell ya. And some expanded, selling less than Cole after a 5-year wait and a double album? That's really unexpected. That's because Hits Daily Double reported 288,000 first week for Cole, although Billboard reported 282,000, so by Hits Daily Double numbers, J. Cole's the off-season sold 2,000 more than Kendrick's new album, though we'll have to wait to see Billboard's figures in a few days. And some added, you can sugarcoat it any way you wish, but it's still gonna taste bitter, laughing emojis. When first day predictions dropped, it was Drake fans versus Kendrick, but now, thanks to this report, it is Drake and J. Cole fans versus Kendrick's for the most part. But many were surprised across the board. Some expanded. Eminem selling 279,000 units in the first week with music to be murdered by after like 25 years of his career with no promo feels more crazy now. And this exchange sums it up in a nutshell. No promo, no album rollout, no leading single, just masterpiece. Sounds like a win to me. To which a user responds, with all the hype and anticipation, 5 years worth of hype, this is a phenomenal L. The experts predicted 350 to 400,000 before it dropped. The, in quotes, experts on Twitter predicted 600 to 1 million. Sure, it fell below projections at 286,000, but in quotes, experts on Twitter actually take the phenomenal L in this situation. Just goes to show that praise on Twitter amounts to nothing of significance in the real world.
I don't give a f*** because Twitter's not a real place.
And now some have concluded, Kendrick Lamar fans been doing damage control about his sales for the last 8 hours? It is okay guys, it happens. And on topic of long comebacks, check this out. His album collapsed way faster than I expected. These long comebacks are really harming these artists' careers, grimacing emoji. Turns out Spotify CEO was onto something when he suggested that today it's not enough for acts to release every 3 to 4 years. But what are your thoughts on the 286,000 first week? Save it for the comments later. Moving on, it looks to be another reality check for Twitter. This time linked to Eminem when this huge poll attracted nearly 300,000 votes that asked, who will be most listened in 50 years? And you can spot Eminem on 53% of votes, which turned out to be a shocker for those in Twitter's bubble. This went viral, baffled by this result. Half this guy's songs are him doing wacky voices and rapping about wanting to get sucked off at an MTV Awards show in '98. It's already aged terribly. I think everyone else on the list has a better argument than him. I find it hilarious when people aren't being honest about why they dislike Eminem. You don't have to make up fake stories and takes that are objectively incorrect. For instance, I believe some hate stems from those who don't like that he's in quotes white in black music, those who don't like in quotes offensive lyrics, or those who feel he attacked them personally by dropping F-bombs and more. But no, they'd rather make up takes that are objectively incorrect. Check this out for music they say aged horribly. If the votes aren't enough, last week in the United Kingdom, Kendrick Lamar and Eminem had the two best-selling rap/hip-hop albums of the week, but Eminem's album dropped 17 years ago. In the United States, it was 25 last week on Billboard 200. I get it, people have personal reasons on why they dislike Eminem, but I also believe they hide behind drivel, like in quotes his music aged terribly, to hide the real reasons why they dislike him. And to that, many users have fired back. Twitter users freak out way too much at the idea of people liking Eminem laughing my bum off. Like I said, there's something personal, more than they admit, behind the Eminem hate on Twitter. If only they were honest about it. Check this out, and yet the data says otherwise. And instead of taking a few seconds to wonder why you're perpetuating hip-hop Twitter narratives, you clearly don't know anything about his music or why he has such loyal fans. We just saw what happened with Kendrick on Twitter. It went from 1 million to 286,000. There's certainly a disconnect with reality on that platform. It's actually hilarious. But over to you guys, share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe if you enjoy content like this, and see you on the next one.